My beloved child, I know how it feels when doors close in your life, when opportunities slip through your fingers, leaving you standing in the silence, confused and hurting, like when you don't get the job you hoped for, or when a relationship ends unexpectedly. I know the ache in your heart when something you wanted so deeply suddenly disappears and you feel lost. It feels like a piece of your heart has been taken away, leaving emptiness behind. You wondered why something that seemed so perfect, so meant for you, was suddenly taken away. You may be asking yourself, why did you close that door, God? Was it because I wasn't good enough? Did I make some mistake? I know these questions weigh on your heart, and I want you to know that the answer is not what you fear. Today, I want to sit down with you and reveal the truth behind the doors that close. I want to show you that, even when it feels like everything is falling apart, I am always working in your life for a greater purpose. I am weaving every piece together, even the broken ones, to create something beautiful. Stay with me until the end, because what I am about to share could change everything. It might be the answer you've been searching for, the peace your heart has been longing for. It might be the key that brings you the peace you've been longing for, the comfort your heart so desperately needs. My dear child, there is a reason why I sometimes close doors that you thought were meant for you. There is a reason why opportunities you dreamed of have vanished, why relationships have ended, and why paths that once seemed so clear have suddenly become blocked. It's not because you weren't good enough, and it's certainly not because I am punishing you. I would never want you to carry that burden, thinking you are unworthy of my love. No, my beloved. It's because I have something far greater in mind for you, something that you may not be able to see yet. A future filled with more joy, more purpose, and more love than you could have imagined. The doors that close are often my way of lovingly redirecting you to a better path. I know it can be hard to see it now, but trust me, I'm always leading you towards something greater. You see, I see the whole picture. I know where every road leads. And sometimes the door you want to walk through would lead you to heartache, pain, or trouble that you simply cannot see from where you are standing. I see the dangers ahead, and I close those doors to keep you safe. So I close it, not to hurt you, but to protect you and to guide you towards something more beautiful, something that will bring you greater joy, and more importantly, bring you closer to me. Remember the story of Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt? They were terrified and felt trapped, just like you might feel right now. They were on their way to the Promised Land, and yet they found themselves facing the Red Sea, with the Egyptian army closing in behind them. It must have felt like the door to freedom was suddenly slammed shut, like there was no way forward. But what seemed like a closed door was actually my way of showing my power and my love for my people. I parted the sea, making a way where there was no way. My child, sometimes the door that seems closed is just my way of setting the stage for a miracle. When you find yourself at a dead end, remember that I am the God who parts seas, who makes the impossible possible. I have done it before, and I will do it again for you. I am never out of options, my beloved child, and neither are you when you are with me. There is always hope, always a way forward, even when you can't see it. I know how it feels when a door closes. I know the sting of disappointment, the confusion, and the fear of what comes next. But I want you to trust me in those moments, because what looks like a rejection is often my redirection. Think about Joseph, who was sold into slavery by his brothers. He must have felt abandoned and forgotten, just as you may feel right now. He had dreams that I had given him, and yet it must have felt like every door was slamming shut in his face. He was betrayed, thrown into prison, forgotten by those he helped. But I had a plan for Joseph, even in the midst of his suffering. Every closed door, every setback was leading him closer to the purpose I had for him. Each setback was not a punishment, but a setup for something greater. It was me paving the way for a greater victory, one that Joseph could not see in the moment. It was me, working behind the scenes, preparing Joseph for the role I had destined for him. Eventually, he was placed in a position of power where he could save his family and an entire nation. My child, the closed doors in your life are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of something greater that I am preparing for you. You may be wondering, but why does it have to hurt so much? Why can't you just show me the better way from the beginning? My beloved, sometimes the closed door is about more than just redirecting your path. It's about shaping your heart. It's about building your faith, teaching you to trust me even when you cannot see what I am doing. Remember, faith is not about seeing, it's about believing. When a door closes, it's an opportunity for you to lean into me, to trust that I am working all things together for your good. Just like the Israelites had to trust me at the Red Sea, and just like Joseph had to trust me in the pit and in the prison, I am asking you to trust me now. Trust that every door I close is not a rejection, but a redirection towards something far better, something that is crafted perfectly for you, even if you cannot see it yet. Let me give you a picture. Imagine you are walking through a maze. The walls are high, and you feel like you are wandering without direction. From where you stand, all you can see are the walls in front of you. It feels confusing, overwhelming, like there's no clear way forward. But I am above the maze. I see the entire layout, every twist, every turn, every dead end, and every path that leads to freedom. I know where the shortcuts are, and I know how to guide you safely through. I see what you cannot, and I am guiding you through it. When I close a door, it's because I know that the path you were about to take would lead you to a dead end. I redirect you because I want you to reach the destination I have for you, a destination that is filled with hope, purpose, and joy. My child, I am not trying to confuse you or hurt you. I am guiding you, even when it feels like you are lost. Trust that I see what you cannot, and that my ways are higher than your ways. If you're still here with me, I want you to know that I see your heart. I see the pain you carry from the doors that have closed, the opportunities that slipped away, the relationships that ended before you were ready. And I want to tell you this, none of it is wasted. Every tear you have cried, every moment of heartbreak, I have seen it all, and each tear matters to me. I am collecting each tear, turning it into something beautiful. I am using your pain to shape you, to draw you closer to my heart, to make something beautiful out of what feels broken. The closed doors are not wasted moments. They are part of the story I am writing for you, a story that is far from over. So today, I want to invite you to trust me with those closed doors. Trust that I am working behind the scenes, weaving together something beautiful for your future, even if you cannot see it now. Trust that I am holding every piece of your story and nothing is forgotten. And if you're ready to take that step of trust, I invite you to subscribe so you can stay close to my heart and receive my guidance in every season. Let's stay connected to my words, my love, and my guidance every day. Let's walk this journey together, one step at a time, one day at a time. Let's look at another story from my word. Remember Ruth? She lost her husband, and it must have felt like every door had closed in her life. She was a widow in a foreign land with no clear future. But Ruth chose to stay faithful. She chose to follow Naomi, and through that choice I led her to Boaz. Her faithfulness opened doors she could have never imagined. What looked like the end was actually the beginning of a beautiful new chapter. Ruth became part of the lineage of David and ultimately the lineage of Jesus. My beloved, sometimes the door that closes is simply making way for something far more important. Something that will bless not only you, but also those around you. Ruth's faithfulness, even when everything seemed lost, led to blessings she could never have imagined. Because she stayed the course, because she trusted me, I brought her into a new chapter filled with love, purpose, and hope. When a door closes, choose to be like Ruth. Stay faithful, keep walking, and trust that I am leading you to something greater. My child, I know that waiting is hard. I know that trusting me when you cannot see the full picture is one of the hardest things I ask of you. But I promise you, every time I close a door, it is for a reason. Sometimes it is to protect you from something that would harm you. Sometimes it is because I have something better in store. And sometimes it is because I am working on your heart, teaching you patience, endurance, and trust. I am not just interested in where you are going. I am interested in who you are becoming. I want you to become someone whose faith is unshakable, Someone who knows deep down that even when the way is unclear, even when life feels uncertain, I am still good, and I am still guiding you with a love that never fails. I am shaping you into a warrior of faith, someone who finds hope even in the darkest moments. If this message is resonating with you, if you are ready to trust me even when doors close, I invite you to comment below, "I trust your plan." Let this be your declaration today, that you trust me even when you do not understand, even when it hurts, and even when the path ahead is unclear. And share this message with your family and friends, so that they too can be encouraged to trust in my redirection. Together, let's grow in faith. Let's learn to see closed doors not as the end, but as the beginning of something new and beautiful. Let's walk this journey together, hand in hand, trusting that every closed door is leading to a greater yes, a greater purpose, and a greater blessing. You are not alone, my beloved. I am with you in every moment, in every closed door, in every redirection. And when the time is right, you will see why I closed that door. You will see the beauty that I was preparing for you all along. Until then, trust me. Trust my heart, my beloved. Trust in my deep and endless love for you, and know that I am always working for your good, even when you cannot understand why things are happening the way they are. Together, we will walk through every closed door, every detour, and every moment of uncertainty, until you step into the fullness of the life I have prepared for you. And when you look back, you will see that every closed door was actually a step towards your destiny. Trust in me, follow me, and know that I am leading you to something far greater than you could ever imagine. Amen.